Hey guys and welcome. This is Warhawk. Today we'll be taking a look at DayZ Standalone. As you can see, they've updated this game as of today. Already I'm showing new status notification bars here. One saying energized, one saying hydrated. I'm guessing the energized has something to do with food. Hydrated, of course, has something to do with your water. Um, I'll post the changelog below, a link to it in the description. The main thing I wanted to look at today was military tents. Those of you that play would notice in the last build, they haven't been spawning weapon attachments, ammo, anything in the military tents. So we're at Belota today. We're going to check out the airport, see what kind of loot we can find here, see what kind of people we can run into. Already seems to be quite a few zombies around here. I did read that there's supposed to be more zombie spawns, so we'll see how that goes. Just gonna go ahead and step in here. It's admin building, my friends and I like to call it. I've heard people call it sheriff's office, the jail cell. You know, all just names for that. I'm not sure what the official name for it is, but for the sake of these videos, we'll call it the admin building. It doesn't look like it's been looted yet, and sounds like we've pissed a zombie off. There she is there, glitching through the floor. Keep in mind this is alpha, so stuff like this is not uncommon. You see it quite a bit. Let's get it. There we go. Still seems like the zombies are pretty easy to take care of. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is new. Oh, cool. Pilot helmet. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back with the beret. Oh, cool. The handcuffs look rusty now if they're damaged. That's nice. I hope I can find my beret. There it is there in the wall. The buddies I play with, we all try to find and wear these black berets to be able to tell each other apart. We used to just wear whatever, and anytime you would run around the corner, see your friend, you know, everybody would be screaming on TeamSpeak, hey, can you, who is this walking towards me, who is this, and, you know, most people would do the friendly wave, like such. Some people wouldn't. We didn't have any accidental shootings, but it came close several times, so we decided to wear something in common, and my brother actually suggested that we all wear black berets, and that's worked out well. So I'm gonna go ahead and have a drink here. Anytime I find sodas or food, I just eat it. You'll see this healthy indicator here. That means that I'm well fed and well hydrated. And the significance of that is if you get shot or attacked by a zombie and you begin to bleed, you will automatically start healing once you break that that point value. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a very nice thing to have. So if you've heard of that and you keep eating and you're not getting the healthy status, just keep eating, keep drinking. Eventually it will get there. It does take a while though, so. Okay, one thing that we need, it's looking like, is an ammo box. This is a fairly new spawn of mine. Oh look, an M4 already, wow. This is a fairly new spawn of mine. We got shot by some bandits. Bandits that were patrolling the coast. and just shooting everybody on sight, including fresh spawns. And so we spent most of the day yesterday tracking them down and just attacking them as fresh spawns. Oh, I believe that's the one I just dropped. Okay. I like to pick up ammo too. Anything that I can find for my current weapon. Right now that's the M4A1. So any ammo I find, I'll pick it up. I don't like the smaller mags. Anything below 30 round clips, I tend not to keep. And then once I've got, you know, these are the best here. You can shoot all 60 rounds through them without reloading, or at least you could. I'm not sure if they've patched that. It's nice to see that stuff actually is looking damaged now, or I guess more stuff is. You can actually tell, you know, before you pick it up or put it in your inventory that it may not be in the best of shape. Okay, so let's go ahead and move across the barracks. Like I said, I'm trying to find more M4 attachments. Oh, here we go. These are nice. Morphine auto injector in case somebody breaks your legs. I think I've got room in there. Here we go. Okay. Barracks look to be unlooted. The doors are still shut, so let's go ahead and run over there and see what we can find. Zombie standing off there on the runway. It looks like that's new. I did read that they were doing something with the lighting, something with the sources or something of that sort. It does seem to look nicer coming through the clouds there. This game is already gorgeous in my opinion, especially for an alpha. I think it's got very nice graphics, great textures. I can't wait to see what the final build looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we've got here in these barracks. Just keep an eye on the tower there. Oh, there's another zombie. Is he gonna get angry at us? I don't think so. Store here is, you can enter this area. It's just sometimes hard to get the notification come up. I've got another zombie coming here. I'm sure most of you know the best way to deal with zombies is a fire axe. Right now it's the absolute best melee weapon in the game. You can one-shot so far any zombie that I've come across. Supposedly they did add more health to the military zombies. Let's see what kind of condition this blood bag. Oh, that's not good condition. Let's switch that out if we can there. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I really like the condition of stuff. It's a lot more noticeable, I feel like, than it used to be. Just looking at it before mousing over to see the actual condition. There's some 45 ammunition. Looks like some ammunition laying there. Oh, it's more 45. Always be sure to look under these beds. Even lay down if you want to. They tend to hide stuff under there. Sometimes at the very back. You can only see if you lay down. Also on top of these lockers is a good place to look. Usually ammunition, stuff like that up there. There's a bag there. I like to keep these hunter backpacks, like the one you see me wearing here. It doesn't have quite as many slots as the mountain bags, but they're smaller, more low profile. Got that olive drab color to them, so blends in better with the environment. So that's what you'll see me carrying in most of my videos. 45 there. They've added a lot of attachments for this 45. You can put pistol lights on them. You can put silencers. That FN45 holographic sight, that's been in the game a while though. So you can make a pretty cool looking gun out of it. I've decided to go with the Magnum on this playthrough here. It's extremely powerful. You can on most occasions one-shot people with it if you hit them center mass or in the head. Antibiotics, not sure that those do anything yet. I used to carry them, but until I'm told or discover that they actually aid in some way, I'm just not going to carry them. The canteen there, those are always nice to have. Damaged. I could tell that by the way it looked before I picked it up, but at least it wasn't pristine. Okay, rotten orange. Oh, that's just a really messed up beret. I'll have to get used to this new damage system. Seeing stuff that looks different, or I guess looks new, but just has better damage modeling to it. So far the barracks have been a bust. Haven't really found anything that at least I need in particular. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the surroundings as I move building to building here, because this is a extremely hot spot to be. Some nice boots there. I like my olive jungle boots. You can find camo variants where they're camouflage right here, and those are my favorites. I haven't come across those yet in this playthrough. Another zombie. Oh, okay. Here's a military zombie. Let's see if they're any tougher. Nope. Dropped him like a sack of rocks. At least that one's not. There may be one with more armor or something on him that has a bigger health profile, but as for right now, it looks like at least that model is one hit with the fire axe still. And I don't know, they may still all be one hit with the fire axe. It's a pretty powerful weapon. And really, I don't know, I guess they keep it that way. I wish that they keep it that way. It's nice to be able to deal with zombies, you know, that easily. I do hope that zombies become more of a threat. I don't know if I hope that they become more of a threat in that way, that the, you know, fire axe can't one-shot them. I'm sure they'll change that, but for now, it's kind of nice, especially when you have, you know, 4 to 5 of them coming up on you, and you can just easily outrun them, you know, and circle them and just swing at them with the fire axe at your leisure until you're rid of all of them. Okay, so we still have nothing in the barracks. Let's go ahead and move towards the military tents, because like I said, that's what I'm most concerned about. I've really missed the military gear spawning there, because that's where I would always go to gear out my M4, you know, get attachments for it. And when that stopped spawning, when stuff stopped spawning there, it was really hard to find attachments for M4s. I thought I heard some footsteps there. You pretty much had to run around with a bare M4 unless you found somebody that had one geared from the previous build, and then shoot them and take their stuff. Okay, so far this is not looking promising. These are looking pretty bare, and that is really disappointing. I was really looking forward to these being full of loot again, but it looks like they have not fixed that yet. I read that they were going to fix that, I thought at least. And obviously there is nothing in these things. Huh. That's a bummer. It really is. Take out some of my anger on that zombie there. Is this something here? Let's see. No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is disappointing. Because I really could use a scope for this M4. Anything. The ACOG's my favorite right now. But all the red dot sides seem to be really effective, and they look nice too. And by all of them, I mean 2 of them. At least that's all I've found. Let's see here. Yeah, I've just got your standard military M4. I do have this Magpul buttstock for it, which I heard somewhere that Magpul gear, such as this, and you can get the handguard as well. When you're equipping your M4 with that, it makes it more accurate, supposedly at longer ranges. That's for a more long-range M4. And then you'll see CQB parts that I think it's just a buttstock. I haven't seen a foregrip for it yet, but the CQB supposedly makes the spread of automatic fire more dispersed. So for close quarter encounters, you are more effective. So I guess let's get a bite to eat and a drink real quick. Make sure we keep our statuses healthy and hydrated, energized now. This is the main thing we want to keep, is healthy here. But yeah, that's nice to know when you're low on food maybe and liquids. Guessing this turns yellow and orange and red. Like the old bars used to whenever, you know, something more severe was happening, like you were sick or whatever. Okay, so while we eat a bite here, let's see what other kind of changes we have. I know there's new gestures that they added. In the last build there was supposedly berry plants added. I have yet to see one. If you know what they look like, leave me a comment below describing that and maybe the location that you found it. I have not found one yet. Now with that being said, I don't get out, you know, up into the deep wild much. And if that's what you have to do, then, you know, I haven't been that far or far enough to see that. Okay, so now that we're finished here, let's see what kind of hand gestures we have. Supposedly F5. Okay. I believe he was clapping there. Let's get out here to where we can see it better. Okay, so you can slow clap somebody for them doing something stupid. Let's see, and then F6 is supposed to be point. Yeah. Okay, that's useful. You know, when you're trying to tell your buddy or maybe some fresh you've run into where something is and they can't quite understand that the direction that you're facing is where you want them to go, then you can point. Or maybe say something like, hey, you stop, or, you know, I don't know. That will be useful though, for helping people to look in the right direction. Man, that is just a bummer that there's not stuff spawning here again. Unless this is a server that somebody has just come through here and wiped everything out, which is kind of what we thought to begin with, when we weren't discovering stuff had spawned in these tents. We you know, threw up the theory that, oh, you know, enough people are playing this game now, there's enough YouTube videos of it, People know where stuff spawns, especially these military tents. So they're server hopping and just hitting them hard, you know, relentlessly. But you know, here's proof that somebody hasn't been through here, and then we just went through the airport, and there was nobody there either. So I don't know. I guess they did not fix the loot spawns in the military tents. And speaking of server hopping, there is now a penalty of at least over 200 seconds. Mine was about 200 and I think it was 228 whenever I switched servers before starting this video. I had read that they're going to add something like that, so that seems to be the penalty now. That if you want to server hop, which I see nothing wrong with that. I do believe that there should be some kind of mechanic to where, say you're getting shot at and you just hit exit, combat log real quick. I think it ought to make you wait for, you know, at least 10 seconds or something before you can effectively log out to prevent that. But as far as server hopping goes, you know, I understand why people do that. I like to do it. You know, I like to have nice gear and gear that I can defend myself with and my buddies with, should the need arise. So, you know, that penalty, it kind of sucks, but I also understand why they're doing it. So yeah, I think it's probably 250, 300 seconds that you have to wait whenever you disconnect and then try to reconnect to another server. You click in, you know, you find a server you want to join, you click join, and then it sits there with a black screen and it says spawning in such and such seconds. And yeah, so that must be one of the ways they're going to try to combat server hopping. To an extent, that could combat people logging out when they're getting shot at. You know, because people may think, okay, I'd rather take this engagement and you know, see what can happen. Oh, here we go. Please be good. Please be good. Okay, Warren, that's good enough. Let's see here. You gotta switch it with that. Okay. Now we're talking. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So, yeah, it may deter people from combat logging, at least the frequency of it. You know, because there's some people I know that any kind of contact that you see, they'll just log out rather than deal with it, because there's so many bandits in the game. There's so many people that, you know, would rather mess with you or kill you or steal all your stuff than, you know, have a friendly conversation with you. So I understand why people combat log while they do that. I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. But I do, on the other hand, try to stay away from that. You know, if I do face an engagement, 9 times out of 10, I will try to go ahead and see that through, because that's what makes this game fun, is engagements like that. You know, it's not every day that you play this game that you're actually going to see somebody. And so when you do, the thrill of that is just, it's too hard to pass up. You know, you don't know if it's going to be dangerous or friendly. You know, you don't know if you're going to make a new friend or possibly a new enemy. There's also extremely interesting occasions. I've seen people running around without their clothes on, screaming at the top of their lungs. Okay, I want to take a look at something. Right as I said that, I saw them. Okay, so there's zombies still down there. I did not think that those zombies were there anymore, and that is a sure sign that somebody had been through and wiped them out. Just a pair of boots there. These warehouses usually don't spawn much. It's usually only clothing, if anything. But I like to go ahead and run through it while I'm here. Let's see what we have in here. Maybe, if it'll open. There we go. I believe that's server side, but I'm not sure. Sometimes you'll get lag, you know, doors opening, actions. Sometimes you have to press your hotkey for your gun to come out like 20, 25 times because, you know, maybe your connection's not all the way there. It's another Ivy start kit in bad condition. There's a beer there. Coke. Go ahead and take that real quick. Is that No. I was thinking that was a camo helmet. But it is in fact just a somewhat ruined ballistic helmet. And there again, man, that thing is torn up. But you can see the damage modeling that they've included. Previously, this helmet was just solid green. I mean, it looked brand new, damaged, undamaged, no matter what condition it was in. So there's a magazine there. You know, that's tempting for me to grab that and then go pick up that 45 ammunition over there, because I really do like the way you can mod out pistols now. I don't know that I'd ever use a pistol, that I have my M4. So we'll go ahead and take that and see what we can do. You know what? I also read that you can write notes now. So let's hang on to that paper. And then if we find a pen, we'll try to leave somebody a little trinket, a little memoir, if you will, of our journey. Okay, just got your fire axe. This is a really good spawn for a fire axe up here. There's usually always at least one, sometimes two, in this area. Oh, there's a Mosin. No, that's an SKS. Wow. That is the first one of those I've ever found. Okay. And it looks like it chambers a separate round than the Mosin. This is a 7.62 by 3.9, and the Mosin chambers a 7.62 by 5.1, I believe. So this is, yeah, this is an AK-47 round. Okay. Well, if I hadn't just found that sight for the M4, I might actually have picked that up. Oh, and look, there's a clip for it right there, I bet you. Let's see. Sure enough. Well, we'll put that in there for some lucky person to come in and find. Okay, there's some more ammunition. Really could use an ammo box right now. Those are quite nice in storing all your ammunition so it's not all scattered about in your backpack and clothes and whatnot. Okay, let's try the note real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so there's a note. Read note. Oh yay, it works. Okay, and in green ink nonetheless. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's drop that there and yeah, hope that that nobody finds that and murders me with it. I don't know that they'll know to read the note, but anyway, that's pretty cool though. Like I said, that's the first SKS I've ever seen. Looks like a nice gun. I'm not sure what all you can do with it as far as attachments go or how it performs. If you found one of these, let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you like it. If you think I should have picked it up, traded it for the M4. hopefully, like I said, somebody won't spawn in shortly after we leave this and pick that up and just come end our little adventure here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go back to the air tower. That's the only place that I didn't check. That and the hangars. We'll go ahead and run through the hangars too, just to make sure there's nothing there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the server population is pretty low. I always like to check that. You just hit P. P is in person on your keyboard to see the player list, and it's a good way to check how many people are in the game, so you can gauge how cautious you need to be or not be in certain situations. Some of you might argue that you should always be cautious. Some of you are probably questioning why I don't run around with my gun out, especially in such a high probability area of contact. But, ooh, speaking of which, I think I just heard footsteps. Yep, we've got oh, what do you know? We've got zombie spawns in the wall, and what I was hearing is their shuffling that they make. It sounds like footsteps, so let's just make sure that's them. What you see me doing here is not a hack or anything. It's just it's a glitch that basically, if you have your weapon out, you can lean with Q and E. You can lean into walls and you can see through them as of right now. And since everybody seems to be doing that currently in the alpha, I am absolutely going to do it too, because I don't want somebody doing something that I can do and getting the upper leg on me. So anytime I'm checking for contacts or oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to shut this door here. Anytime that I think that somebody's around, or I know somebody's in an area, then I'm more than likely going to use that to try to figure out where they're at. Now this is not a good thing. That means somebody has been here, and somebody has been here recently. So let's see if we can see them. Because when I spawned in this server, nothing was looted. And by that I mean everything was still closed. All the doors were still closed. And that's the way that most buildings spawn, is with their doors shut. So if you're running through a town or an area, there we go, that's what I was wanting to do, and all the doors are open to everything, then people have been through there already. As far as finding a can of eaten tuna, that worries me just a little bit, because like I said when I first got in here, oh, there he is right there too. There he is. And that guy looks like he's carrying. It looks like just a handgun. But you never know. And you never know what people's intentions are. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait here for him. Let's move down. Show you a little window that we can look out down here, and I'll ambush him as he comes in this building. I'm gonna try to talk to him. I'm gonna try to reason with him, tell him to get on the ground and such. I don't like killing on sight. It's just not something that is fun to me. But if they do pose a threat, if they are going to be hostile, I will take the shot, and I have no problem doing that. Okay, so what's the best way to play this out? Hide behind the door maybe? No. I may just get him as he comes up the stairs. If he comes this way, which I'm betting that he will, because most people do the kind of the kind of roundabouts that I did. They check all the buildings on the airfield, and then they check the military tents, which he looks like he's coming this way from the barracks. So we'll just watch here and see what he decides to do. Hopefully he didn't go in there and log out. If he did, he's going to find out real quick that there are penalties for server hopping. So let's just wait here. That's one of the best tactics for DayZ. And I didn't play the DayZ mod, but I heard a lot of my friends that did play that. They said that's the best thing to do, is just wait people out. You want to have the element of surprise on them, and that's what I always try to do. And this may be a tricky engagement because I really don't have a good way to just hide behind something and jump him as he runs past me, you know, get behind him. He's gonna have to face me, which I don't like, because if he is one of those kill on sight people, then he's gonna try to shoot. But it did look like he just had a pistol, so we should be okay. He sure is taking his time in there. I don't know if he's found something, or there he is. Okay, he's in the jail cell. Yeah, he does look like he's loaded. Now there's two. Oh, there's two. Oh, we may have to kill these guys. I think we're gonna have to. I'm not gonna try to hold up two people. So I think that they're running around behind the hangars, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna ambush them right here. Or at least, let's see, we're at least gonna see where they go. And yeah, I think I'll just shoot them as they come around here. I don't want to risk my gear right now to two strangers. Okay, so let's just see if they come this way. Should be any second now that we do see them. If they're coming this way, they may have run back to the forest to log out. Whoa. Okay, that was not cool. We don't need that happening when we're trying to engage somebody. And now we've got a zombie on us. That's not good. Try to take care of her as quickly as we can. Okay. And get back into... Well, shoot. We have to get into a new position now because our old one's kind of ruined, and I don't want to be caught crawling under the fence over there. I'm not sure where these guys went. You just stay right there, buddy. Don't need any trouble from you. What I'm doing now is I'm looking to see if they're running up in that tree line up there. That's a route people like to take to get over to those towers up there. Where did these guys go? Did they log out? Oh, you know what? I bet they went up there and logged out. Because there's only one other person in the server with me now. Well, what a shame. I was looking forward to seeing what those guys were doing, what they had. You heard my tone change pretty quickly when I saw that there were two of them. You know, anytime that you're by yourself and there's multiple contacts, it's just not a good idea to try to reason with them. That's a good way to get all your stuff taken away from you. So, while they're out learning about the reconnection rule, Is there somebody just standing there? Hmm. We're going to run through the hangars real quick. This is usually all you find here is boots, or at least all I found now. When this very first came out, I could find weapon parts, ammo, stuff of that sort. But now it just seems like all there is boots. And there you go, more boots. How that makes sense in a hangar, I'm not exactly sure, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do now is I'm gonna run back to the town right over here. This is the town of Balota. Yeah, they just went around here, and there's trees back there that people log out in. You know, anywhere back in there's pretty popular log spot, so that's probably what they did. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna show you where a water fountain is. I'm sure most of you know of this already, but for those of you that don't, we're gonna take a look at that, and just note that it's very important to know where water spouts are, because you know, hydration is the name of survival. It's key. You know, you can go days without food, but I think it's like even is it a week? I don't know. I haven't watched my Survivor Man and Bear Grylls in a while, but you can only go, you know, days, like a few days I think it is, without water. It's key to survival, and since this game plays on realism, you know, it's very realistic, or at least attempts to be, and I think it makes a good attempt at it. It's good to know where water is, and sources like this, as of right now, are clean and infinite as far as how much you can drink out of them. They don't dry up. So what I'm doing now is just spamming my action key, which is F. I think that was default. Okay, until my stomach feels stuffed. You don't want to go past that because you will make your guy sick, and I think you can eventually die from that. Your stomach will explode or something. So, and there's the stuffed indicator there. That they introduced that in the last patch, I believe. So now, I'm using my mouse wheel. You'll see over here on the left-hand side of the screen, down to fill bottle, and then I hit the action key again. Okay, so now I have a full canteen. Okay, so now we're in business. I'm going to check a few of these houses here. I'm going to show you some of the hotter houses. This is not necessarily a hot house. You can find stuff in it. If you're a map person, you can find, you know, some of the maps of various areas of Chernogorsk. You can also find clothing in here. Usually some shoes under the bed. The map I use is actually just one off the internet. I found it on Google. It's a Google map. I'll actually link it down in the description if you're interested in what map I use. I just thought I heard another footstep. Can't be. Can't be. So that's what I used to learn this map that you're currently in right now, the areas of it. I pretty much know my way around it, but if I'm, you know, gonna go clear across from the north to the south or vice versa, I like to have that map up just so I know I'm hitting landmarks and towns that I'm supposed to. This is a good place to look. This is we call this the bar or the restaurant, and it's usually always good for food of some sort. Medical supplies, as you can see there, that's painkillers. But yeah, usually always good for food, and that's why I like to check it, is because you know, like I told you earlier, you should always be eating the food that you find. I've come across people that just have food all over their backpack. You know, that's all they store, and that's fine. You know, if that's the way that that you want to do it, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's a smart way to play. It's a realistic way to play, because you know, food is life in a situation like this. Any situation really. But what I like to do is, it's actually a hint I read. I think on the wiki, and if not, it was on another YouTube video. I like to eat what I find pretty much when I find it. Just keep my energy full. Not necessarily keep my stomach full. Okay, what are we doing? Uh-oh. I believe we just threw up. I think that's what that was. That's never happened to me before. I've always drank out of the water fountain like that, and have drank, you know, 2 or 3 times past stuffed. Oh. We have an open door, ladies and gentlemen. Possible contacts. It could have been those 2 that we saw earlier. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's odd. Hello. Have I come to somebody's home? See, there's a map there. Hello. Oh, there's one of those nice hats. Okay. So that's a little bit odd. I guess somebody just opened the door and carried on about their business. Let's see if we can't get this map, and I'll show it to you, what it looks like. I don't know that we'll be able to reach it. That doesn't look like it. But yeah, I don't really know why he just threw up, unless they've changed something with the with being stuffed. Like I said, I've always drank out of the water faucets just a little bit past it saying stuff, you know, because I'm pressing the action key so fast that usually I go past it 1 or 2 times, and I've never had the problem of throwing up. It doesn't look like it affected me much. Still seem to be hydrated. That may be a little bit darker than it was. Still stuffed, so I'm not gonna eat or drink anything more at the moment. I guess we're gonna have to really watch that then, when we're spamming the water faucet from now on. But yeah, what I was saying about food earlier, I saw that hint somewhere that they said, you know, your stomach is really your backpack for food, and your stomach can only hold so much, but once you get past that aspect of it, then you can think of the rest of it as like the fats in your body, you know, storing energy. And that, apparently, the bar on that is really high, something like, I think they said 22,000 units. So they just said, you know, keep eating, keep eating. Anytime you find food, just eat it, and you're storing energy. And you need energy to run around and loot and, you know, do all the traveling that you do, since there's no cars currently in the game, or any kind of vehicles. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to go over here and find a nice place to log out. Going to go ahead and switch servers real quick, because I want to run through another set of military tents, just to make sure that has not been changed yet. I still have a little bit of hope for it, that they have reinitiated loot spawns here, but can't be entirely sure until we at least check it a few more times. So I am going to log out here, and then I will see you again here in just a second, once we get past that 250, 300 second waiting limit. Alright, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We found a new server, and that time it did not actually make me wait for the 300 seconds, or whatever it is. I tried to join one, and then it failed, and then I joined this one, and it spawned me right in. So I don't know about that. You know, it is alpha, so I'm sure it's still pretty shaky. You know, everything is in the alpha. With that being said, though, it is a stable. Or let's put it this way: it's stable for an alpha. definitely got its glitches and gimmicks and whatnot, but you know, it's entirely playable and fun to play at that too. Okay, so we're back looking in the military tents. It's not looking good, guys. It looks like they didn't figure out what was causing loot not to spawn here. Or maybe they're keeping it that way for a reason. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All I can say is that I miss it. I miss not finding loot here. Ammo boxes that's something that was always here, and that's such a good thing to have in your inventory because it holds 10 things, and it only takes up 4 slots in your backpack, but you can hold 10 things of ammunition, and that is just so helpful. You can carry so many rounds in it and not take up a whole lot of space in your backpack, or just have loose ammunition everywhere. Okay, Mr. Soldier Zombie, have we got the cure for you? There we go. You didn't want to be cured. You didn't have much of a choice, though. Okay, so let's see. I am gonna run around here with my weapon out, just because in that last server we did come across 2 people, and that was like the only other 2 people in the server. So you never know, folks, when you're gonna run into somebody. You never know. You can never be too prepared for that. Looks like we have, what is this here? Oh, Magnum ammunition. Yeah, we'll take that. That's fine. I did keep that 45 clip. It only takes up 1 space, so I may decide if I find one to switch that out. But as for right now, stick with a Magnum. Here's one of the CQB buttstocks I was talking about. It's, you know, for close quarters battle. And just, I mean, look at the textures on that. That's just, it's just incredible. This game's just, I mean, look at the detail. It's really incredible. This game's gonna be, this game is great, and it's gonna be just magnificent once they finish it. Which, just in case you're wondering, they're still looking at about a year's length to even get to beta. So it's no time soon that, you know, it'll be polished, a polished, finished product. But I would recommend getting it now. I mean, if you're a fan of zombie survival games, you know, with an extra touch of realism. Oh, here's a bipod. We've been needing one of these. It's a good one too. Then this is the game for you. I mean, it's just, it's so well made, and the detail is incredible. And there's so many things you can do. There's so many things yet to come. Here we go. Here's a silencer. That's for a pistol, I believe. Yeah, so we very may well pick up another pistol, because that's hard to pass up. Silence 45. That's Sam Fisher style there. But yeah, it's a nice game. It really is. I've spent, I think I'm at about 100 hours on it, and all the people that I play with, all my buddies, are the same. You know, they've played it just as much and enjoy playing it just as much. So if survival and really the zombies don't have much of a role in this yet, but if that's your cup of tea, then I recommend this game 100%. It's not for everyone. I mean, it's not, you know, your shoot 'em up, you know, kill streak, triple kill type of deal. You know, like Battlefield or Call of Duty, something of that sort. And I'm not knocking either of those titles. I have both of those games, and I really enjoy Battlefield and Call of Duty. But this is more of a situational game. You know, you might get in a firefight like that, or you might not. You never know. And that's the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. It's just not knowing what's around the next corner, what's going to happen, who you're going to run into, what their intentions are. Okay, so we're just going to run across here. It does look like it's been looted. As you can see, those doors are open there. These doors are open here. But I want to check and make sure, you know, if there's something that somebody didn't want, perhaps. You know, if you have an M4 and you're by yourself, you're not going to pick up another M4. You know, you're just going to leave it. There's really nothing you can do about it. So, with that being said, you know, hopefully people have what they're looking for already and have left me what they didn't want. So far, that's not looking very good, is it? Let's clear this room so nobody hops out behind us. Okay, there's another beret. Nope, it's a beanie. Okay, what is that under there? Okay, it's a small backpack. Alright. And ruined pair of jeans is what it looks like there. Okay. Might have just heard faint talking. Not sure if that was my guy gasping for air or if somebody's actually nearby. Hopefully it was just my imagination. I don't think there's anybody nearby. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish looking through the airport. Still stuffed. Seems like that's sticking around longer than it used to. Okay. Even after I threw up, I'm still stuffed. That's funny. Okay. I always like running to any cover that's available. Obviously, I'm not running back that way just to get to the air tower. I think that's a bit redundant, but as far as running, you know, just in a straight line at something in the open is not smart because you can get your head blown off with a sniper pretty easily doing that. So I try to move around quite a bit, you know, zigzag back and forth. This fast running, it's definitely harder to hit somebody that's running this fast than it is somebody just jogging around with a weapon. So that's why you'll see me doing that more often than you'll see me jogging around with a weapon. Let's just take a peek here. And see how well you can see through stuff now. I'm sure they'll fix this, but as for right now, it's a pretty nice advantage. Just to make sure you're not going to walk into an ambush. Okay. There's a red beret. You know, we did consider going red beret. We just felt that it stood out too much. Makes you more visible at longer distances. Okay. Yeah, this has been hit pretty heavily, it looks like. Somebody left their burlap sack there. I have seen bandits running around with that on their head. You know, those are the people that shot us when we were fresh spawns. So I'm in good mind to see if I see anybody running around with the sack on their head. I'm probably not going to be nice to them. And what I mean by that is I'm going to kill them. Okay, so that came up pretty empty. I think this has been hit more than once. So we're just going to head on over to the hangars. Oh, that sun is bright. Let's see what we got in here. What is this? Oh, look, ammunition. But there is nothing in there, so somebody has dumped a mag there. Not sure if they found it there. More than likely just decided to do some gear swap in there. Organization, something of that sort. So like I said, I haven't found anything other than boots in these hangars in a long time. Okay, so this is the building we need to be careful with because I have seen people camp in here just to get kills. And I have seen people camp in that room up there. Let's see if I can. Right here. And it's a glitch. It's a glitch. You can't get in there regularly. But people have found a way to somehow glitch through the wall and they just wait in there. Because when you're in there you can see through everything like I'm doing now. And what they do is they wait in there until somebody gets in the building and then they pop out and shoot them. Okay, so now we're just checking, making sure nobody's running around over the barracks there. You really don't want to be seen first in this game. You really don't want to be seen first. Because that gives people the chance to decide what they're going to do with you. You know, and most people, because this is a video game, you know, it's a false reality. They're going to be as twisted and psychotic as possible. Some people don't. I don't like to do that. But there's a lot of people that will. More often than not, you're going to run into somebody that had rather slam cleaning fluid down your throat than, you know, actually help you out. Or just talk to you. You know, I like just talking to people, seeing what they're doing, what they've seen, what they're up to. A lot of times they can tell you where bandits are. And that's my favorite thing to do is hunt bandits. Okay, I got another beret for another member of our squad. Because we, like I said, we all lost our stuff earlier. We just got ambushed. Somebody leaving rounds here, so just didn't want to take the time to pick them up, but I'll certainly do that because that makes another full 30 round clip there. Go ahead and empty these out. Okay, well I thought I did. I think game just ate some of my rounds. It's okay. Still stuffed, which is odd. I'd like to eat this food that I've picked up, but apparently you stay stuffed a lot longer than you used to. I'm gonna grab that. Can openers are extremely essential. Hang on to that in case I run into somebody that needs one. Okay. Clown mask is kind of another, like the burlap sack thing. I mean, those are cool because they're from Payday 2, and that was a really cool game. But in a survival world where, you know, somebody that is friendly could save your life, I don't think you'd want to have a clown mask on. That doesn't necessarily say, you know, hi friend right off the bat. So I tend not to wear those unless I'm, you know, unless I'm a fresh spawn and just don't care what I run into. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the barracks. Hopefully there's nobody here. Well, I'll put it this way, hopefully there's nobody hostile here. I'd also like to find a another vest. I like the camouflage vests. They look quite nice. Nice pair of boots there. And they help to blend you in the environment because that's important in this game. You know, if you're traveling from, let's say, Cherno to Electro, you know, and you're running around with an orange raincoat and an orange backpack and a red helmet, well, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. But if you're running around with camouflage or mostly green stuff, which most people do, oh, that's kind of cool. Looks like that guy off of Fantastic Four. I'm not sure what his name is. I'm not a huge fan of that show. I mean, I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I don't know the names of most of those guys. Let's see here. What do we have in this one? Green beret, some hunting pants. But yeah, camouflage, in my opinion, is important. You wanna blend in with your surroundings, and you're traveling. You wanna have less of a chance of being seen than actually being seen, and then giving somebody the chance to mess with you. So, to each his own. I mean, I understand why people, want to do that. They want to be different. They want to stand out. Maybe they, in turn, want to mess with people, but I definitely take the camouflage route, especially if I'm sniping. A couple characters ago, I had a Mosin and a long-range scope, which was nice, and I was one of the snipers of our squad, covering them, as they looted and raided different buildings and such. So let's go ahead and head to Cherno. Let's head up the coast. Let's see what else maybe that we can find is new to the game. Maybe we'll run into somebody that can tell us what he's found, things that he's experienced. Let's see. You know what? I think it's probably safest to stay inside this fence or cover. So, I'm sure most of you know by now, but if you put your fists up like this and then run, you run a lot faster than if you were to just run like this. Can you see the difference? You can almost see the difference. Okay. Just keeping an eye over the fence here, make sure nobody's in the military area. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. The city we're headed to is Cherno. And that's short for Chernogorsk, I believe is how you say it. It's the biggest city in the game so far, and it is a hot spot, I would say. I have seen people there. I actually see more people here, or used to at least, than I do at Cherno. Most people seem to be going up the east coast and messing with fresh spawns, whether you're helping them or hindering them. That's what most people seem to be doing now, and I'll actually be uploading another video soon of me and my group will be headed up there to try and exact revenge on the bandits that were messing around with fresh spawns that messed with us, and or at least bandits like them, because there's multiple people that like to do that. So, and that's okay. I mean, it makes my gameplay more fun because I do like to hunt bandits. I like to help people that need help and kill the people that are trying to hurt others, for no reason. There's no sport in shooting somebody that's unarmed. It's not challenging, it's just, I don't know, it's just not what I like doing. So I tend to go for people that are, malicious to begin with, that, shoot at me first, or, are shooting at other people for no given reason. And I will say that playing by yourself is a entirely different experience than playing with a group. And I will say that playing with a group is extremely fun, and I prefer that over playing by myself. I think that's just the way that this is meant to be played. Interactions are meant to be had. That's what Dean Hall and the development team intend for you to do in this game. But you know, playing by yourself is a whole new thrill. It's scary for one. It's definitely more scary because, you know, it's you versus the world and everybody else in it, and nobody's got your back. You're a lot more vulnerable to other groups, you know, and being attacked and their attack succeeding. And you're more vulnerable to the environments. You know, your buddy is not with you that has a backpack full of meds. You know, you're by yourself. What you have is what you got. So we're coming up on Cherno now. As you can see, it's, you know, it pretty big city. We'll see if anybody's been through here. Not seeing any zombies yet, which is a sign that people have. See, we're gonna go straight to the fire station, which is right there. Let's see with the tower. That spawns, sometimes it spawns firearms. Okay, there's zombies there. Do they look like they've chased somebody? Nope, that one's about to chase me. Yep, here he comes. Okay, so doesn't look like there's anybody in that tower. Oh, okay, don't know how that didn't hit him, but you just heard that, it sounded like a bullet hitting the wall. Currently that's what happens if anything hits the wall. Which is funny because, you know, if you're a new spawn, I saw this on a separate video, he was a new spawn and there was geared guys coming up on him, and he had nothing but the clothes on his back. And so what he did is he put up his fist and he started punching the wall, and he got that sound effect there, and it sounded like somebody was shooting. And the guys that were near him on the outside of that building combat logged. It scared them. It scared them so bad that they logged out. And basically the guy scared off people that probably would have killed him. So it's a good tactic to keep in mind if you don't have... Okay, we're going to have to be careful here because that door's closed. That door isn't generally closed. It normally spawns open. Just heard a zombie. Yep, here he comes. Quicker we kill this one, the better it would be. There we go. And so that means that either somebody's holed up in here or somebody was holed up in here. Okay, the front door's open, so that's a good sign. Fire stations can be hot spots because, you know, they've got that tower, increased visibility, and they've got generally good loot in them. Looks like a fresh spawn was here. Those are fresh spawn clothes. Do I hear footsteps? Well, let's get up in the tower. Okay. Not seeing anything. It's not up here. It's guaranteed headshot pretty much going up those stairs if somebody's above you. Okay, so we're clear here. Let's just get up here and see what we can see. But you can see what I mean. You got high visibility up here. You can see for blocks and blocks in the city. Let's see, are those doors down there open? Yep, they sure are. Okay, well somebody's definitely been through here. Or is here. One of the two. Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into, shall we? Have to be careful coming down these stairs because you can fall off of them, and if you do, you're more than likely to break your legs. It's just a hammer there. If you do break your legs, relogging used to work. I'm not sure if that still does. The latest patch that's out today. If you know the answer to that, leave a comment below and just let people know. But used to, you could just log out and log back in and your legs would be fixed. The way that you're supposed to fix that is with a morphine auto injector, like this one here, or by crafting a splint. And the way you do that is you find sticks, and they're like in a group of 3. They look like sticks somebody's pulled off a tree and like tree branches, straight tree branches, and then shaved all the extra, you know, branches off the sides to make just 3 long looking like shafts. And then you use cloth that you would get from like a torn shirt. If you tear a shirt, you'll be left with cloth, and then you just combine those two and you'll have a splint, and that's supposed to fix broken legs too. And that actually worked. It's been several builds ago, but one of our buddies broke his legs, and I was able to find the stuff for splints, and I crafted it for him, and it worked. It fixed his legs. He was able to get up and continue playing. If your legs are broken, you basically cannot stand. What will happen is something like this. Okay, so you're down, you try to get up, and then you try to move, and then your character will just go back down to the ground like that. It's incredibly annoying, and let's go ahead and take those. Is that 357 ammunition? No, that is actually Calm Bear. That's actually ammunition for the SKS. Okay, so alright, I'll show you. These are the rags I was telling you about. So, like that. If you combine that with the sticks, then you'll have crafted a splint. Oh, there's a zombie there. Okay. So let's actually take care of her. She's gonna aggro as soon as we run past her. There we go. Okay. There's another one. And another one. And another one. Zombies do seem to be thicker, which is good. That's good. Maybe that'll add more of a challenge as far as the zombie aspect is concerned. Okay, there's a bag of rice. That's really nice. I'm still stuffed. There may be a bug with that. That may not be avoidable. And I'm no longer hydrated, which that's not good. Hopefully that is not a game-breaking deal to where you can't eat anymore or drink anymore because you're stuffed, but your energy and hydration still go down. That would not be a good thing. You can get up there, by the way, so always watch it for snipers. Okay, you're gonna be a problem, I can tell. Let's go and take care of it. Yeah, he looked at me right when I said that. Or right when I pulled the axe out and ran up to him. One of the two. Okay. So this is we call this the corner pub. This is a good place to find food, drinks usually. Baseball bat there. Okay. Hey, check it out. That canteen is in a lot better shape than that canteen. Oh, you can pour water into it now. That's nice. Okay, so let's swap them. And granted, that one comes back, which it did through the wall. Guess we're just gonna have to pick it back up. Let's do this here. Let's do pour. Awesome. Now that's cool. If you can't get to a water source and you need water, oh, here we go. This is nice. Then you can just pour from either somebody else's canteen or water bottle into your own, or one that you just happen to come across. I still don't think there's waterborne diseases yet in the game. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments below. But I've yet to come across them. I tend not to drink from ponds just because, you know, there's a great possibility that there could be. But I have yet to or see anybody actually get sick from drinking water out of any source. Okay, so the speed loader is an excellent thing to have. The way that I use it, you want to get, you know, as many as you can. They're like magazines in a way. This is already loaded with 6 rounds, just individual rounds. And so what I'll do is if I end up using this, I'll spin those 6 rounds. I'll shoot 6 rounds, and then it gives you the option to reload, much like it does your M4 whenever you're shooting it and you have multiple mags. And so it's a quick swap, it's a quick reload. Instead of having to come back in here and drag the ammo to the gun, you can hit R and it'll reload it on the spot and quickly. So that is how speed loaders are used. It's very, very, very beneficial to have those. There's also speed loaders for shotguns and maybe the SKS. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know much about that SKS. I didn't even know it was in the game until today. I'd been reading stuff about the SKS and that, you know, people had found it and whatnot, but I've never found one. So, okay, so there's not much going on in Cherno, it doesn't look like. All of these buildings have not been looted. You can see all the doors are still closed. They are good buildings to go through if you're in need of water and food. There's usually both of those items in pretty much every single apartment. We call these apartments that are here. Okay. We are, however, going to go check the hospital. Okay, so see, these have been ran through. So somebody's been through here partially. Question is, are they still here? Or have they gone already? Can never be too sure. Okay, so we're gonna go loot the hospital and I believe the school. I think there's a school back here. Oh, that's the hospital, isn't it? Okay. We're gonna go loot the hospital. Oh, what was that? The backpack? Yep. Okay. I don't necessarily need medical supplies. Somebody's been here. But I could use EpiPen or epinephrine, which is used for people that are unconscious if you want to wake them up. At least supposedly. To be honest with you, I've never successfully used an EpiPen. We've tried it on people, but what has worked in the past is saline bags. I don't think I have one to show you, but yeah, just putting a saline bag into somebody, and there's an EpiPen there. It's in bad shape. It'll still work. Okay. But yeah, so that's how we found is the most successful way of waking somebody up that's unconscious is giving them a saline transfusion, and they get right up. I mean, we've injected them with epinephrine, with morphine, with we've used the defibrillator, which that's never seemed to work. I'm not sure what the intention is for that. It's supposed to help you when you're unconscious. Realistically, a defibrillator is for someone whose heart has stopped, you know, to get their heart pumping again. And we've tried using it on dead people, but we have not found a use for it yet. And you do have to put a battery in the defibrillator, that just the 9-volt, you know, one that you spawn with. I guess I don't have mine anymore. But okay, and this leads to the roof, I do believe. Yeah, it's gonna be the roof. There's a water source right there. It's just right by the hospital. I'm kind of in the industrial section of Cherno. Just right out behind the log cabin. 2 log cabins, actually. I did read where, speaking of the defibrillator, that they were fixing that supposedly it was supposed to be able to work. I'm not sure if it was this build or one in the near future, but supposedly they're working on that. Man, I wish that stuff would go away, because I really could use some water. You know what? Let's go to this water fountain, and we'll take a few sips out of it and see if my guy continues to say that he's stuffed. There's some bandages just laying there. Ooh, that's in good shape too. Let's see here. Oh, mine aren't. Yeah, let's trade that out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go see what he does. Let's see if he continues to say he's stuffed, or maybe it's just hung in my tab menu there. You drink some water from the pond. Oh, this is scary, ladies and gentlemen. We may kill our guy right now. Okay, so it says that I'm hydrated. Again, I'm going to stop, because the last time that we went past the stuff marker, our character threw up all over the place. So we'll just stop while we're ahead there. I guess that's just hung. I guess that maybe that's broken now, and you should go by the messages you get down here. At least that's my advice for now. I'm not 100% on it yet, so. But anyway, I think that's good enough for today. It's a pretty lengthy episode. I will be playing with my buddies later. We're going to try to record some footage for you. We're going to go bandit hunting. Try to justify and get some revenge on the bandits, or the bandits that are like the people that shot us and that hunt fresh spawns on the coast. So thank you for watching, and be sure to tune into that next video. I should have that up within the next few days or so. But yeah, we'll definitely catch you on the next one.